So I'm going to just talk to you in general about public affairs in the Army, different opportunities, what we do, and then I'm going to turn it over to these gentlemen if they have anything to add as well after, if you want to talk about specifically about the reserves and what they do. So anybody take a guess as to what Army public affairs is? I'm just going to call on people because I used to be a teacher, and I know. All right. Yes, my friend from the blue line. Yeah, what do you think a public affairs officer does in the Army?
Oh, I think that they, well, obviously they communicate with the public. That's
in essence, that's what we do. It's okay. You're going to get around it. We communicate. I mean, we are communicators. That's what we do. You said the public. Who is our public, though? Who are we trying to communicate with, sir?
Like the other Army people, Air Force, Navy, stuff like that.
Somewhat. That is definitely one of our audiences. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. The people back home. When we're overseas, we're definitely trying to communicate to general United States, the Americans back home. That's true. It's another one of our audiences. Yes, ma'am.
Like potential Army candidates.
Hopefully future soldiers. Yes, sir.
What about the people back in Washington, like the policymakers and the people who say what they need to do to make the Army better?
Our bosses? Yeah. Yes. The ones that tell us what to do? Absolutely, that is a critical part of our mission, ma'am.
All the citizens, all the U.S. Citizens.
Not just U.S. citizens,
Yeah.
but international. Absolutely. We have multiple audiences. That's what makes our job so critical. We have multiple audiences and multiple jobs. That's what makes Army public affairs so interesting. As you guys are looking at broadcasting, and girls looking at broadcasting right now, generally you're going to work in a specific market. You might work here in Chicago. Well, your audience is, Chicagoland, okay? When you're in Army public affairs, you are talking to literally just about everybody. And that's part of your mission. All right, Army public affairs, we are not supposed to influence at all. We're supposed to be the honest brokers for the Army. We are communicating to all of our various publics just to inform and educate them. Often that's a very tight line to walk, okay, because we also have our mission and we want to build confidence in the service. We want to build confidence in the American public that the Army knows, God bless you, again, but that's the last time. Build confidence among the public that the Army knows what it's doing, which sometimes is pretty hard. And then we want to, we've got to communicate to our internal audience as well. Build morale, right? As well as recruit, like you said. We want future soldiers to come in, okay? So inform and educate is our primary mission. We try to sway away from influencing people, but it's something that becomes part of the mission as well. You can work as part of a public affairs detachment, and that would probably be more like a local news station or a local newspaper. What did you guys think?
Yeah, more production-based.
Mm-hmm. And then we have what's called the Broadcast Operations Detachments, BODs. All right, this is a group of broadcasters, about 30 people, and they're more like a television station. They go around and they just capture the images, the videos, the audio, and send that back to the United States if they're deployed overseas to do a job. So that it can be aired here in the United States or with our, through our own network, okay? So lots of different units. Press Camp Headquarters is like basically a news bureau. What other ones? Did I miss any? MPAD, a mobile public affairs detachment. Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, talk briefly about the different missions. We talked about our different audiences. I'm going to talk about the different missions, and I'm going to go right into broadcasting since I'm running out of my time already. Internal communications, all right? That means us talking to our soldiers, all right? When I was in Korea, I was responsible for a newspaper, all right, 25-page newspaper put out once a week. I had 15 journalists working for me, all right, photojournalists, photographers. I had civilians. I was responsible for a television station, all right, 24-hour programming. All right, a lot of it was pulled from the United States, but we did our own video production, our own newscasts. God bless you. I had a radio station. We did live stuff 8 hours a day, okay? Let's see, I had about 25, I had 3 separate offices one television station, obviously a website, which I ran, all social media, okay? And that was primarily, I had actually two websites. I had a US website, an English website, as well as a Korean website. All our social media was done in both English and Korean, as was our print and our broadcast. I had Korean soldiers working for me, all right, so that I could communicate to the Korean public, all right? They came and they worked for us as part of the United States Army broadcasting team, all right? So we communicated both internally to our own soldiers and families, try to build morale, let them know about the different policies going on, changes in the military, and then to the Korean public, all right, through our newspaper, print, and broadcast. And then as well as to back home, try to build understanding, inform our audiences of what's going on in Korea, different jobs that we're doing at that time, okay? As a broadcaster, you're going to be expected to do it all, okay? Basically, you're all combat photographers, all right? Anytime you go out, you're a soldier first, okay? That doesn't mean you're necessarily out there shooting people, but you've got a rifle. You've got to be able to travel with the infantry soldiers, all right? You've got a camera, you've got your rifle, and you've got to be able to walk with the infantry to get the story, okay? Just like you see on TV, just like you see those combat photographers out there traveling with them, that's what our soldiers are doing as reporters, journalists. Our broadcasters do it all. They don't just shoot, though. They actually have to develop the stories, shoot it, edit it, produce it. They do it all right, one soldier. And it's tight deadlines. You think you've got tight deadlines here, you know, in the civilian world. Ours are just as tight, if not tighter, okay? The broadcaster has to learn every single skill in the Army, all right? They're writing their scripts, all right? They're doing the filming, they're doing the editing, they're producing every part of it. Oftentimes, they're asked to take photos as well because we just don't have enough soldiers to do it all. So oftentimes, you'll see them with their camera, their video camera as well as a still camera out there. And then they're doing the interviews, okay? They're doing the interviews. So they might be the on-air talent, set up the camera, and do the interview as well. Sometimes they'll travel in twos if they have extra people, but they're doing a little bit of it all. Those videos can air, or those stories, they get uploaded to a website, and they can be downloaded by anybody in the world, I guess. It's our DVID system, which I don't know what it stands for. Digital Video something. DVID.
Digital Video Information Distribution
System. That's it. If you guys wanted to go and look it up, DVIDS, all right, you can see
great resource.
all the video projects done by those in the Army, Air Force, Navy. They're all uploaded to one single website. And it's a distribution center. So I'm in Korea, I can shoot something, and ABC News here in Chicago can download it and show it. Okay.
Anyone can register for an account on it, so you can register for an account, and that'll give you access to the high definition, high quality video if you want to download it.
And not only that, but it's all paid by taxpayers, therefore it's copyright free. If you guys ever have to do a story and need B-roll from military, you pull it up and there's no cost. You already pay for it through your taxes.